Namaste. I'm Jeni Ji. Thanks for tuning in. Now, you cannot miss this video. Stop everything right now. We are seriously dealing with a huge change, like a drastic change in April. You must be prepared. However, first of all, let's hit that little subscribe button down there in the corner, that little red bell, to get all notifications on the videos and the content that I'm doing here. Now, first off, the new moon in Aries, April 8th. April 8th, we have the solar eclipse. And not only do we have that, we are also in Mercury retrograde starting the 1st of April to the 25th of April. Like, are you seriously kidding me? Like, oh my God. Look out, you guys. Seriously, look out. You're going to have the universe step it up. The universe is going to start taking things away from you that is no longer in alignment with you. And I'm talking, it can be work, it can be relationships, it can be all of a sudden people are passing, animals are passing, like, oh my God. So what you were fighting with, and you're like, gosh, I need to change this. How do I change that? But I don't want to deal with that right now. This is when the universe is going to be like, no more of that. We gave you time to prepare. We were giving you all of these signs of what seriously needed to go. So expect the unexpected. I'm just saying, this is why I want to put this video out now, because it will give you time to resolve these issues, to start working on these issues. I know it's hard. I know whenever we need to make changes with things, it can be very, very overwhelming. However, what's harder is running from situations and not dealing with them. Like, you're literally going to see a huge change in so-called leadership, as I call it. There is no real leadership. It's all a bunch of BS. If there was true leadership, the world would not be how it is. I'm just saying, I want you guys to reflect on that. I talk about a lot of different things in my videos. Make sure you tune in, for goodness sakes. I do my weekly cosmic vibes. I will tell you what's going to happen every single day, every week, how to utilize these energies, how to work through it, and so on. Only if you subscribe to Jeni. So I'm just saying, don't get me started now here. So now you're going to see that this month of April, of course, you're going to have people coming back from your past. You're going to have people that you have not heard from for quite some time. Sometimes people want to come back and resolve issues with you and say, you know what, I'm really sorry, or, let's just kind of work this out, or maybe it's time to reset things. The retrograde, for retrograde in Aries, it gives you that time to revamp, reset. However, don't sign any large new contracts. Don't go rushing out and buying like a huge purchase, like a new vehicle or a home or things like that. If you guys want to renew some leases or renew contracts and stuff, that's okay to renew it. Just make sure you know what you're getting yourself involved with. It's a really good time to work on your health as well. Mercury retrograde says, you know what, we need to work on this, we need to work on that. No one's perfect. Yeah, but Jeni, I'm trying. Keep going, keep going. It's when we sit back and we're like, you know, all of those knows could very well get you guys in trouble, and expect the unexpected. I'm just saying. So let's get on this now. Let's work on this now. Okay. And you're going to see that, really reflect back until the end of the summertime of 2023, even June to August 2023, because you might find that during this time, that similar circumstances are going to come back. Gives you that time to, I have some opportunities now coming back to me. Take a look and pause, because you don't want to be pushing and pushing and forcing anything this month. You'll get knocked right back down. I tell you, knocked right back down. Go to the flow. Go with the flow. Because you're going to find that you're really going to want to take charge of your life this month. You're going to be like, you know what? This just is not working out. This relationship, this job, really pay attention. That's why I'm saying the universe has a tendency to step it up a few notches and make change immediately. You know, truth is being shown more. This is a month where truth is even going to be exposed more. Those masks are going to fall off from so-called false people. The universe has been working on removing people out of your life who no longer belong in it for a little while now, right? So it's really important to really think before doing something, especially something major, right? If you're like, you know, I need to go to the gym. Of course, go to the gym. However, take extra caution this month that you're doing your stretches gently, because there could be like sudden sprains, car accidents could be up. You know, we've been dealing with a lot of solar flares and such like that. And I want you guys to tap more into your inner child, you know, because there's been so much stuff going on in the world that sometimes we forget about ourselves, and we're like, gosh, I used to laugh, or why can I not have fun anymore? Why am I just really kind of focused on this or focused on that? Take time out for you to embrace your inner child. Really get on your vision boards, because the manifesting is off the charts this month. I mean, this is a year of the dragon and the year of the universal 8 years I've talked about before, you know, and with the solar flare, the new moon and Mercury retrograde, oh my God, I sure wouldn't want to be out there traveling around right now. I'm just saying, that's just myself, right? So this is why when we work with this energy, it will work with you, because there's sudden changes coming. So you might even find, if you have travel plans, let's say, there could be a lot of delays this month. You know, like all of a sudden a flight might get canceled. All of a sudden, you know, the vehicle that was supposed to arrive this month for you, it's not. You know, certain things are delays. Don't push it or force things at all. Delays are for reasons, and Mercury retrograde can throw everything out of whack. The worst thing I hate about Mercury retrograde is the electronical technical issues, because it can go really wonky. So whenever you're sending out messages, make sure that you double check who you're sending it to. Even when you send it, make sure it went to the right person. Be really careful. Okay. Now, April 8th is a day you don't want to be messing around with your health. It's a day you don't want to have those medical procedures. It's a day that you want to kind of put things off. Okay. I mean, if there are surgeries planned, if there are things happen, you know, go with it, of course, but your body's going to be extra sensitive. But because it's the new moon and the solar eclipse, expect the unexpected. I'm seriously saying that. There can be a lot of people that are going to pass that day, or animals as well. You know, for some of you that have seen animal passing, including my baby girl Bella, my little girl, she passed on February 6th. So, you know, and if we leave these circumstances, it can get really hard, and all of a sudden this eclipse could come and end things really quick. So I'm just saying, take life and be grateful for your energy. Be grateful for the people you have around you. Life is fragile. You have seen how many people have been passing. We all know why so many people are passing from heart attacks and so on and all of that. It's common knowledge. However, please don't judge anyone for what decisions they make. Don't. We all have our journey to walk upon. When you keep things more simple, life will be simpler. If you want to work on so many complicated situations, life can get very complicated. If you want to talk in complications, then you're going to attract more complications into your energy field. Okay, so really take this time because the universal changes are coming this month for you. So now what you are also, by the way, needing help with, if you're like, I'd really like help on my project. I'd really like to learn how to do this. I'd really like to, all of those things, start looking into it, start doing your homework for it, because you are starting to manifest a lot of different things. Write it down, write it down, right? Yeah, but Jenny, I wrote this down and I attracted that. However, exactly, we have to be very specific, right? So for instance, I wrote down, a certain place that I wanted to move to and so on and so on. Every single thing happened. However, I forgot one of the most important things that was a deal breaker. And I'm like, oh, Jenny. However, don't be hard on yourself. Take it as thank you, Spirit. It's a lesson learned. I just really want you guys to keep your eyes open more. You're going to be finding out that, you know, that's what I'm saying. Life is fragile. You very well could find out that there could be a loved one or one of your friends that, or even yourself, all of a sudden, you could get a health scare. You all of a sudden could have where, I'm sorry, but these are the results. So this is why it's really important to spend time to yourself as well. Really take that time to hear your messages speak. There's certain people that, the universe has put aside, without going into lots of complicated details, who they just, they prefer being on their own, rather than being around a lot of different people or events and social occasions and stuff like that, because they very well have a bigger purpose and so on and so on. We all have our purpose, okay? And it's really, really important to follow your dreams, follow your passions, go after what your heart's desire is. Start meditating. I used to teach monthly meditation classes, and one of the things, like whenever I meditate, I chant every day. I would, just, this is just me, okay? This, you guys meditate how you want. Some people put a scarf over their head and so on, and to tune in within their soul. I'm always kind of one to really tune in, like I'm a clairvoyant psychic medium, so I can see whatever I want, right? So I pretty much go on top of the moon, sit there and reflect back on Earth. I normally get messages 24/7 from the spirit world constantly. I'm somebody that observes. So I will literally sit on top of the moon or a planet, let's say, and really look down on Earth and see it and feel the energy and the frequency of it. And it's really, really important to send out unconditional love to everyone, the animals, all species, all walks of life. Send out unconditional love and radiate that from your heart. Our planet needs it. And especially the people who are struggling, they need it. And, I send out a lot of extra energy to, negative energies, let's say, because, a lot of times they just have not had that unconditional love. So they want to embrace their power and utilize it in the wrong way. Whenever we're in the modality of our ego, you're not going to get clarity because you're not listening to your soul speak. We have to be balanced within the feminine side and the male side of things. Because if you jump way out of your comfort zone, you could be literally out of your astral body and walking around saying, what am I doing? Like, I don't feel grounded. Wear some crystals during this month, like hematite is a really good, I actually do have hematite on. It's like a black silver. This is like a wolf hematite I have here because I'm also an animal communicator. So this one here is like a blackish silvery color. It'll also help you stay grounded, and even to ground, go out and hug a tree. Trees all have beautiful heartbeats within. Visualize yourself going outside and barefoot. you know, and see those twines, see those roots, see those branches and everything underneath Mother Earth, like anchoring you down, really anchoring you down. Even the water in the lakes, there might be some disturbances going on. There could be some really big weather happenings as well. You know, that's why it's like this is expect the unexpected. Solar flares, which I have been talking about, solar storms for years now. You know, we're finding that certain energies are getting closer to the earth, and this is why your body can feel really off. Like all of a sudden, you could be like, "Why am I so thirsty?" or "Why am I cold? Why am I hot?" Like, "Why are I'm feeling angry or anxious?" and my energies and my emotions are up and down. You know, solar flares and solar storms can knock things out, right? You know, like internet. It can create issues with volcanoes starting, you know, like hurricanes, like anything Mother Nature wise, because Mother Nature's like, you know, if you're not going to respect me, I'm going to show you why. I'm going to do something. So be really careful. Like that's why it's like show respect, because when you show respect, you will get respect back. You know, you're also going to find that you're going to be like, you know, I just don't connect with certain people anymore. I just, you know, I just need time for me, and I'm only really connecting with this person or that person, and I'm just more drawn into like learning and tuning in to hear my soul speak and getting more spiritual grounding. You know, you can always book a reading with me and I can help you get grounded and give you a lot of my insight soulwork at jenny.com as well. You know, there's so many ways. That's why I read into your level of consciousness to see where you're at first and help you from that point on. You know, that you can get a lot of people talking a lot of complicated stuff that you're like, what are they talking about? How are you know what I'm saying? So this is why I will read into your level of consciousness to see where you're at, and we can talk on your level and help expand that where you're going to understand. Why would I not do that? Right? I've had people booking different appointments with other people and saying, I didn't understand a word they said. You know, it was just all they were just trying to show off on these big words. I didn't understand what they're talking about. I was actually bored with it. So I moved on. Like you have to go with who you feel connected with, of course, and don't ever judge anybody. We all have our journey. We all have our path to walk upon. You know, some people are drawn to this person or that person or this person. However, you're going to also see too how much even more the world has awakened. You'll have to watch my prediction videos I did back, I think, end of December I was, because some of my predictions for 2024 has already happened, right? There's going to be a lot of more intelligence coming out and a lot of, you know, but watch the video. I'm not going to talk about it today into this video. So this new moon is in Aries. Now, make sure that you guys put crystals outside as well. You know, or by the window seal because it rejuvenates them. You're going to find that your sleep could be off. You could very find that you're more agitated, you're more emotional, you know, and you're going to find that things are going to like, you know, it's almost like jumping out of your body into your astral body, you know, and you're going to be jumping out of your comfort zone. So what you guys have been feeling very, very, very comfortable with, you're going to find the universe is going to push. That's what I'm saying. Expect the unexpected. There's huge, drastic changes coming on. The energy with the moon too is also going to help you, you know, end some struggles. Like if you guys have been battling with like some addictions, we all are addicted to something. It doesn't matter what it is, right? So certain things we know that we're like, you know, I got to break this cycle, or maybe I have to end this relationship, or maybe I have to do this or that. You know, this is not the time or the month to enter into brand new relationships as far as love and romance is concerned. You're going to hear from people from your past as well. You're all of a sudden, you know, that person who you're like, wow, they're single now. Or maybe some of you guys are going to be like, yeah, I'm going to actually ask that person out. If you do, go really slowly, don't rush into this because these energies can really throw things off for you, like literally throw things off. Okay. Now, Taurus, by the way, for you guys who are Taurus energies, you're going to get really affected with this. Like we all get affected in our own way. You know, there could be a lot more really, really good fortune coming to you, Tauruses out there. I'm just saying, let me know how that works out for you. You know, go after what you want, you know, because the when there's endings, when you let go of the wrong people, the right people appear. You have to trust the process. Every ending, there's a new beginning. For every death, there's a rebirth. Okay. And make sure you don't want to charge forward too quickly. Yeah, but I want to do this. I want to do that. I understand. Write it down. Write that down on your vision board. All of these things, but start prioritizing what needs to be done. Right? Be careful. Go with the flow, and don't get upset if your flights are late or if there's delays. You know, nobody likes delays, nobody likes to wait. However, would you rather get on an aircraft if there's engine trouble, or would you rather have a 2-hour layover, let's say, for an example? Or how many of you, put your hands up, would want to get on that plane if there's engine trouble? Right? You know, because of all of these different energies, things get affected. And be really mindful when you're driving. You know, like we all know how we drive, right? Just be extra cautious. Pay more attention to people around you, you know, because on new moons and full moons, you know, like tempers can rise, anxiety can arise, emotions can arise. With the eclipse, things can rise, water levels can rise. So your emotions can be arising. And some people, when they're driving, they can act really crazy because their emotions are high. So boom, 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 accidents. So just be more focused and mindful during this time. You know, it also opens up new beginnings for you. You might, you know, like all of a sudden hear from a job, let's say, that you applied for, or all of a sudden you're like, wow, you know, I got this message that I never thought in a million years I'd ever hear from this person, or this opportunity, or this new class is opening up, or, you know, all of these things, right? So just embrace the open. You know, what I always do myself, right? If I'm looking for changes, like whatever it is, you know, I'd be like, Spirit, I'm open up to new opportunities that are best for my higher self and my highest purpose. I'm open to receive what is best for me. Because when you do that, then you will attract different opportunities to you that you're like, you know, I really resonate with that. I really, really connect with that, right? So, and also write down your dreams that could be really, really intense, and pay attention to different signs from your loved ones around you guys. But just really try to do your best to stay grounded. Do your best to distance away from drama. As we can see, you know, the people are taking back their power from the so-called leaders in the world. We've had enough of their bullshit and their games and so on. Don't get me started. I could go on forever, but I'm not. I'm not. However, there's leadership changes coming, and leadership changes are coming karmically and just for different reasons. I'm not going to go on about it. It's negative. No, thank you. So anyways, so now I'm just going to pull a couple of cards from the universe to see what messages they have for us. I don't use cards whenever somebody books a reading with me because I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium. I also do past life Akashic records too, which is really important. Gives you that understanding of why you're so drawn to like a soulmate or twin flame. How do you break cycles? How do you clear the air? How do you clear the air? How do you get out of karmic situations and so on? I give you the steps how to do that. Got to book a reading with Jeni. So anyways, let's pull a couple of cards, and make sure that whenever you guys are pulling cards, right? You're going to start seeing Mercury retrogrades kind of pre-shadows, you know, towards the last week of March. You're going to feel it, if not a little bit more, right? So you might find that messages go missing, ban, you know, like delays, electrical troubles, people from your past, and so on, right? All the fun times, all the fun times, right? So your car could go really, really wonky. You know, don't go out and buy new electronics. You know, like sometimes we're like, gosh, my phone isn't working, or this and this and this and that. I better go out and buy something new. It very well could get much better. How many of you, if your car's not working properly, you take it to the mechanic during certain times, and your mechanic's like, I don't see anything, you know, like no big issue, and then your car's back to normal a couple of days later? Because the planet energies and all of these eclipses and new moons and full moons and retrogrades can really throw things out of alignment, including your body. So really watch what you're eating this month as well. You know, more high vibrational foods is the best way to go, and so on, right? But with it being emotional, the addictions could really kick in this month. So be careful. Just be really careful. So let's ask the spirit world now. Before you use any cards, you guys clear it 3 times on wood, bang it 3 times on wood, and it clears the energy of whoever last used it. So I've cleared these decks before I've even started this video. So let's get a message in here from the universe from for the whole month of April. Like, let's just say April 1st to 30th, because there's, you know, it's a huge month, right? We're not going to go day by day. I do that in my cosmic vibes videos, weekly cosmic vibes videos. You gotta sign up for Jeni. I'm just saying, subscribe for goodness sakes. So communication issues as well, you guys, by the way. So you could find that if you're trying to talk to somebody during this month, the communication might not be good, right? Misunderstandings, all kinds of stuff. So well, how, my goodness sakes. So as I was talking, right, shuffling the cards, it's kind of cool because the energy and the card that just fell out is moonlight. The deck I'm using is not about moons, right? However, the card that fell out here is moonlight. Look at that big moon. So with that new moon in Aries, how fitting is that? How fitting is that? Write your intentions down. Really do that. The manifesting is off the charts this year, especially in April. Be very, very careful what you are wishing for. Very careful. Jeni, I wished for everything, and oh my God, I can't believe I attracted, like, you know, my soulmate, and you know, they don't speak my language. You have to be specific. You have to be, I've done that. I've done that. And I'm like, I only speak English. I'm just saying, be careful, be specific, you guys. Hello. Okay, so let's find out what is the energy and the message from the universe for the month of April. What is the message from the universe for the month of April? You very well could be feeling a lot of uncertainties and anxiety, fears this month. That's why you have to be grounded. Work out, move your body around, because it shakes off excess stress. How many of you guys have worked out, you know, gone for a long walk or getting in touch with Mother Nature? Wow, this card's pretty cool. And felt better after, because it starts, you know, like activating your body, all your chakras in your body, because if you don't move your body around, things get stuck in your body, right? And then once you work out, you guys are feeling better, right? So this card here is called Multiverse. Like, wow, what a beautiful card. Look at that. Be open, like literally this month here, with all of the vibrational frequencies on top of the charts. Like, it's a very high energy. Like, there's Easter March 31st. So we're still in the vibration of the Christ consciousness, which I channel and work with, right? Like, I literally, as I'm saying, get 24/7 messages nonstop from the spirit world. I just say spirit. It's just easier than to go on and complicate things for you guys. Who wants to hear complications, right? So look how on top of the mountain this woman is embracing the universe. You know, it looks like she's standing there saying, I'm open to, you know, new opportunities that are best for my highest self and highest purpose, right? Do that. You'll be really surprised. Surrender it though. Don't be like, okay, I just said that. Where's my answers now? Surrender it. Surrender it. Don't push anything. This is a month you're not going to want to push, 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 push. You can go after your goals. You can go after your dreams. Don't push, push, push. Don't. Allow things to come. Allow things to come to you. Law of attraction. You attract who you are. So ask the universe, what's the message from the universe for the month of April? It's a collective message. These cards are for the collective, you guys. If you're watching this video, this video is for you. So I didn't like that card. Those cards, too many fell out. Wow. And yes, now we all have spirit guides, ascended masters, and so on and so on, angelic beings and so on and so on, who are always around us all the time. This card here is a spirit guide. Insight, guidance, and purpose. Look at that. Look at that energy. When you go outside and get in touch with Mother Nature, you're going to hear your soul speak. You're going to hear that inner guidance, that inner GPS, your inner guru talking to you, right? So listen to that. Pay attention to that. Now, I love my crystals. However, they're all packed again. So make sure you energize your crystals under the moon energy. Put it outside if you can, if it's safe or somebody's not going to steal it, or put it on a window ledge, and you'll be surprised how you can rejuvenate that and revitalize that energy. So let's ask for the energy from the land of the crystals, Lemurian, Atlantis, and so on and so on. Is the message for the month of April. And always wear, and gravitate towards what crystals you're drawn to. You might find that whenever you're out, you're going to find a certain crystal and you're like, yeah, I'm really drawn to that. I don't know why. A lot of times they'll say the name of the crystal, of course, and the meaning. And if you're not sure, ask one of the, the people in the store, or you can Google it, right? And then you can see. So what is the message for our crystals? From our crystals. The message from our crystals. Message. Orange sapphire. Now, orange, because I also work with colors and vibrations and sounds. So orange is a color of self-esteem and courage. So if you have to do something and you're like, I don't know if I have the right courage to do this, wear like seriously, this little piece of paper here, it's orange. It's one of my sticky notes, actually. So orange is the sound and the vibration of courage. So if you have to do something like, I don't know if I have the guts to do this, wear orange. It could be bright orange. It doesn't matter if it's a pair of pants or a dress or a shirt or whatever it is. When you wear orange, you're going to find that you have more confidence to do things. Let me know, you guys. Let me know. I worked with one of my spiritual masters down in Arizona on colored sound and vibrational frequencies for many, 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 many years, many, many moons. Elias D. Mohan, William David, aka, for those of you who know who he is. So now let's embrace, let me know what's happening for you guys, and keep in mind that the end of the summer 2023, from June to end of August, especially towards the last end of the month, what is happening? There could be some similarities for you guys, right? Certain things from the past are coming out again to revisit you. People and situations where issues were not resolved with, let's say, if you have all of a sudden somebody wanting to apologize, you don't have to reconnect and hang out with that person or whatever. You could be like, thank you, I accept your apology. It doesn't mean that what you did to me was okay. However, the only reason I'm accepting it and forgiving you is so I can walk on in more peace. Like, I'm an observer myself. I observe a lot and I don't say much. So now subscribe to my channel, you guys, and let me know how this month It's a huge month of drastic, unexpected changes. Work with the energy. Watch my weekly Cosmic Vibes video, because seriously, you're going to learn what's coming up for the week. And not only that, what is happening per day, for goodness sakes, how we can utilize that and work with that energy to our advantage. When you allow things to flow, things will flow for you, and you know you're on the right path. The universe steps in, boom, takes something away from you, which you are going to see. And some of you already have that feeling of, I'm not happy here with my relationship, or I don't, my job, or I'm just not getting along with my person or my friendships or business contacts. Like, it doesn't matter, whatever it is, right? Things can seriously happen. Let's work on this together and be one world collective. Radiate and send out unconditional love to the world. Be kind. Show compassion towards humanity and yourself. Namaste, you guys. Until next time, love and light.